So in the previous videos, we demonstrated how stretching, Theragun, and foam rolling all decrease neuromuscular facilitation, which decreases strength, and in those tests, decreased amount of force output on the handheld dynamometer. So then the question is, okay, we understand that stretching, foam rolling, those types of soft tissue work will probably not be a good idea before exercise or before competition, but what about as a recovery tool? And here's my question to you. We've demonstrated that those things negatively impact human physiology. When is it ever a good idea or a good time to negatively impact human physiology? So what I tell my runners when they say, well, can't I stretch and foam roll after I do my run? And I say, well, you know, smoking negatively impacts your ability to take in oxygen when you're running. So don't smoke before you run, but if you want to smoke a pack of cigarettes after you run, go ahead and puff away. Does that make any sense? How would it make any sense to foam roll or stretch after you run? You're still causing deformation of the muscle neuromuscular junction and negatively impacting your recovery. So when you do those things after your activity, you're lengthening the time it's going to take you to recover. You're not speeding up your recovery, you're impeding recovery. So the people that have to foam roll and stretch and Theragun do that because they did it in the first place. If you stop forcing neuromuscular inhibition, if you stop forcing the muscles to relax, which then causes them to get tighter over time, you don't have to continue to do those things. So if you do active dynamic warm-up, active dynamic cool down, and you push the joints through a full range of motion, especially if you're an endurance athlete like a runner or a cyclist, you get stuck in one plane of motion. You lose the other planes of motion and you get perceived tightness. If you go through a full range of motion in the motion that you're competing in, but also throw in transverse plane motion and A-plane range of motion to the end range of the motion, your range of motion will get bigger. You won't have to force it through the range of motion because you're increasing your strength and your proprioception through the range of motion, which is the exact opposite of what foam rolling, Theragun, massage, and stretching do.